was the middle of August. I might have bobbed down so you can get out of the wind. But Diggy's behaving really, really well. Really impressed with him. I'm impressed with you. Yes. So, yeah, it's proper windy. It's like where you can't hear each other talk. I just have to keep saying to people, don't know what you're saying.
What are you saying?
I don't know what you're saying. See what I mean? Well, here's my first find. It's not Roman, I don't think. I think it's a moo tube. Diggy, what sort of hound are you? You're supposed to be bringing me luck. No, fine. It's so windy, but it's beautiful. .40 signal. Is it buzzing yet? Oh. Or is it something tiny? That, well, you're not missing much, are you, if you're getting it that small? What is it, a little bullet?
Yeah, T2 rifle bullet.
Yeah. The lovely 52 signal, and I've got a feeling it's a moo tube, but you're going to have to dig everything. Dicky's behaving really well, to be honest, you know. Right, it is something red. It's a bit of red metal. It's nice and shiny though. Mooey, I know you live round here. Have you got any idea where there's any coins? No, we say they're down there. Where? Down there? Right, I think I finally found something that's proper.
Hey.
It's here, look. Please be Roman. Please be Roman. Please. Oh.
It's a Lizzie.
It's a 1 pence. Not funny. Did we find a coin? Yes, we did, didn't we? But it was only a penny, but it doesn't matter, does it? Next one will be treasure. He's having a little sit down now. So there you go, you see, another moo tube. But I'm not disappointed by that, because I know that if people have missed moo tubes, then they've missed coins, because you would definitely always dig that up. He's trying to get a lift off that. Diggy, don't be lazy, you're walking. Oh.
You see it?
Oh, well, that's the first time Diggy's been interested in one of your holes. So,
easy.
So it might be.
Oh, there you go. Nice
a spoon! Oh, why do everybody always find spoons in places? Everywhere you go, I bet even in America and Germany and everywhere, when they go out, they find a spoon. Is that true? If you're in a different country, do you find spoons all the time?
Because sometimes they're engraved on there, aren't they? You know, even the copper ones.
Yeah, look, that's not engraved. That'll be
or like a stamp that'll say DD.
But at least it's not a moo tube.
It's not, you're right. Spoon.
Diggy, come! Diggy! After Diggy caused a little bit of trouble by weeing on Pug the pinpointers, he went over to Seaman and Diggy weed on his head. And then he was mean to Tyne, who was Scotty B's dog. And then just before we was going, he nearly got savaged by a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, which was quite terrifying. Anyway, we went back to the hotel, had a little bit of dinner. Diggy had a few beers, and we were ready for the next day. So we're just about to go back to the dig. Look, you can't even tell. I've never seen wind and rain like it. You can't see it through it. Watch the window, watch. So now we're in the middle of the Lake District. It's in a shed. Dicky's not so impressed.
Wondering whether to burn.
Oh, I'm feeling so sorry for everybody that's up at the dig. Oh, I've not told them on YouTube. Right, all right, I'll tell you what happened last night. So what happened last night is that I noticed that I suddenly started growing a couple of hairs on my big toe. And I didn't know whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. Anyway, people on Facebook have wanted Chris to burn them off. So if we can't go digging, if I don't put the lights in it, can't go digging. It might just be burning Dawn's toe hairs off. Look, no. Can't even see the scenery. Diggy, this is not what digging events are usually like. He's saying he's not like, no, I didn't know he was coming here to sit in a shed. I thought he was going digging.
There's a disabled ramp.
Look at oh dear. We just managed to make it out of the shed. Still pretty bad, but Chris has found something in the woods. So here's our first find, and it is a little dumper truck.
Yeah, well, it's not.
With all the wheel. Oh, come on, it's getting bad.
Sounds like someone's lost part, isn't it?
Like someone's what? We found a stone circle. Is it a real one, or is it just somebody's just made it, do you think?
Might be a pet cemetery, actually.
A pet cemetery?
Pet henge.
Pet henge?
Henge.
Oh, yeah, well, come on. It's getting worse, and we've got to just try and get across that grass to our room. God, I feel so sorry for the people digging at the minute. Because yesterday when we was up there, we did a good few hours yesterday, and the wind was right, it was like hurricane. Right, come on now. Right, Diggy, quick, run, come on. Oh gosh. Don't look that bad at it, but it is brightening up a bit. Yeah, we might be able to get there. And we've just been worrying though now about, you know, we're going to be able to get down the road though to actually get there. God. Diggy, no, not in the kitchen. Look at him, he's such a starver. So we set off, but the rain was just getting worse and worse. So we texted a few people and asked if we'd actually be able to get back to the dig, and they said no, that they were already trying to tow people out. So we had to come up with a plan B. So we saw that there was an hour in the afternoon that didn't look torrential. So we decided to go and do a bit of castle hunting. So here we are at Brough Castle. A 1,000 years old, that is. Built 1,000 years ago. Now this is interesting, this little hole, because do you know what it is? It's the actual toilet. And what would have happened would have been a little seat there, and you sat on it, and then you plopped out the castle. Going to the tower now. So it just seems to have been built on forever, doesn't it? 12th century hall, 14th century hall. This, I mean, that looks like a Norman keep to me. Yeah, that looks Norman to me. Oh yeah. What's down there? Oh yeah, they're all down there. Yeah, and that one. Oh, you can go into this. It's like a room. Did you come in the room? Right. Oh, you sat on it now, the info? No. Was I right? Is it Norman?
We're both right. It's on a Roman thing, but it's a 1174.
Yes. Let's go in this bit. Ooh. 14th century, so these steps that I'm standing on now, people have been walking up them for, what did it say, 13th century?
14th century.
800 years. 700 years. I've got the most ridiculous shoes on as well, look, I've got sandals on. because I thought it was going to be just sandals and wellies. So it's either, when I've come out, it's a choice of sandals and...
You can have a look at the little slits.
I bet. So this must have been a good... Pinecki is a good view as well. Let's see if I can zoom it in. Oh yeah. Ah, that would have been the stairs up to the 14th century hall.
No stairs, it's just like a walk up. Oh yeah, actually yeah, it's stone steps.
Yeah. Is that the fireplace? Is that the chimney? Oh, yeah.
And no, we haven't got metal detectors either.
Yeah, and even if we did, we wouldn't be allowed.
Wasn't sure whether to have a carrot top.
Dickie! It's like he's like Danger Dog. It was like this on the History Walking videos. Dickie, if your thing snaps... I can't, but I'm scared. He's already nearly been chewed up by a Staffordshire Bull Terrier this weekend. He was 2 seconds away from a Staffordshire having its teeth round his throat, wasn't it? It was terrifying. Gets even better because I'm standing on the site of a Roman fort of Veteris. Oh yeah, look, right in the middle of a fort. We noticed them edges before, didn't we? That we said it was fort-like. That's the outer edge. Wow. And there's Bruff Castle. Yeah. Where them horses are, you can see the little lines. Well, it's a very historical. This has been a great visit, this one, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What are you pointing?
No, they just... You can't see for the spray up the car though.
Yeah, look
at this one.
That's what I was saying.
No, this one, no.
I hope the first bit I got smoke on the belly around it. That's what I was saying.
And then you just put it there because I couldn't press go.
This is the aftermath of a race. I'm not we're not going detecting. We've tried all weekend and it's just not meant to be. I don't mind a little bit of rain, but this is just ridiculous. So I'm going to have to say thanks, James and Ministry of Detect. You did your absolute best, and I'm so sorry this has happened. Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
I can't even see the road. Anyway, are you enjoying our story up to now about the disaster weekend? So anyway, we got up the next day and they had put a Sunday dig on and they'd sorted out hard standing for everybody to come down to. But the rain was just sideways again, and I thought, you know, I just don't fancy digging about in mud with sideways rain and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So we, I want to say thanks to James. James did an excellent job setting everything up and looking after people, and I'm just so sorry for I mean, no one could have ever expected weather like that. I mean, it was sideways. You can't even tell in this video really how bad it is, but it was sideways. So on the way back, thought not wasting a Sunday, we decided to go to a village called Wycoller, which is where the Brontes wrote a book about it. I'm not sure if it was Wuthering Heights. So we're just entering the village and we've come across this river, and obviously Dickie and Chris now are looking for cod bottles. Oh, that'd be a great little river to get you. I haven't put my wellies on, have I? Just put these boots on. It's just the sound of the rivers. Have you found anything yet, Diggs? What? Oh, not found a brick. Is it be good this? What have you found? What is it?
Well, yeah, I'll pick it up.
Right.
There's this thing.
What?
That there
Yeah.
is an ancient fossilised fern stem. I've never seen one.
I thought it was this. Look.
Yeah, you've got a fossil there as well.
Is it a fossil?
That's a shell.
Looks like it says dawn. But with the... Is that is yours
That's a fossilised fern stem.
is that a fossil there?
Let's give it a wash.
Yeah,
that's a shell that you've got there, like a cross section of a shell.
Wow.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Never ever found one like that. That big.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. And that's two stems compressed together. But
Looks like a horse's hoof.
yeah. Fossilised, not coral, but fern.
Wow, and I've got that. It says dawn. So we're just approaching the hall, and there's a fantastic medieval bridge there that we're just going to go over in a minute. But Chris has just dived straight in the river looking for fossils. Come on, Diggy. Have a look at the medieval bridge while we're down here. Look at that, it's lovely, isn't it? Thought how many people's walked over that bridge. And who has walked over that bridge? Could have been Guy Fawkes or any of them lot, they were always up here. So I just got to walk through the river. Huh?
No, just walk along the side or go around.
I'll have to go over the medieval bridge.
Yeah, but
Come on, Diggy, over the bridge. This bridge is dated about 1400, I think. Well, all right. Right, go on. Oh, it's really worn out there. It's like proper roundy. And here it is, the end of the hall. I think that bit there, that room had writing above the door, can just make something out. Looks like carving of a word. Doesn't it? It just looks like something. I'm just picking up all the energy of people living here. It's quite a happy place, I think. Feels very happy. Mullion windows. Oh, looking out of the ancient bridge. I can't believe I'm in the same day as 2 hours ago when I was in the Antarctic with sideways rain, 60-mile-an-hour winds. I've never experienced anything like it. Look at the weather. It's like a completely different day. So we're going into the hall now.
the MP meeting hall. Hello.
Oh, lovely fireplace. Hey? What's that? Is that like the naughty hole? Is that like the naughty corner? Why would anyone have to stand in there?
Perhaps they were smaller back then.
Yeah, possibly.
The acoustics are amazing.
Wonder why they would have a little hole like that. From the back here, you see. Look at the size of that fireplace. So imagine all the carts that coming across there with the horses and that just through there.
Very slippery and new.
Yeah, it will be slippy, won't it? Because it's sun, it's got algae on it. Now this bridge over here is really ancient. I think they've got a little picture about it. This bridge is really, really ancient. I think he'll probably try and cross it because he's danger dog. Oh, there's no sign about it, but yeah, that is really old. I think it's about 1,000 years old, that. So I hope you enjoyed my little weekender. I mean, it wasn't quite as planned, but the moral of the story is this. Sometimes, as well organised as things are, nature is outside. Nature is just too powerful sometimes, you can't control it. So what you have to do as a person is not moan. What you have to do is make the most of it. Make the most of every minute you've got, because there's always something interesting around if you just look hard enough.